Hi there, Josh here today with Evergreen Tutorials, and I'm going to show you how to use the ISOWEEKNUM function in Excel 2016. First things first, let's select a blank cell, type in equals ISOWEEKNUM, left parenthesis, and it's going to prompt me for a date. I'm going to put a date in quotes, 07/07/2019, end quotes, right parenthesis for good practice, and we get 27. I know that that date, July 7, 2019, is on the 27th week of the year. So you may be asking yourself, what exactly is a date in this? Well, let me show you. Here we have a date. It's going to prompt us for a date. What can we give it? We can give it a formatted short date, so 1/16/2018. We can give it an unformatted serialized date, which simply means that these are the days after a certain day of January 1st, 1900. That is when Excel starts its counting days function, because it has to do math with days, so it starts January 1st, 1900. Or we can have a long formatted day here. And if you check the function bar, you can actually see that these are all the same thing, just represented differently. And the ISOWEEKNUM will accept any of these, and it will give us that today is the third week of January, third week of the year. Moving on here, I have an example set up. I have Wholesale Fruit Distributors. It is a fruit selling company, and I will give you a bit of an example of how we price our fruits. For whatever reason, we price our fruits higher in the summer, so in the middle of the year, we price them higher, and in the beginning of the year, we price them lower. How does this deal with the ISOWEEKNUM? Well, I can actually take this and plug in all of these. So plug in the whole equation, but I'm going to replace X with the ISOWEEKNUM. We can see that done over here. This is just a quadratic function, and I put in ISOWEEKNUM as X. And I times it by a base price for the fruit I'm selling. So apple is going to be a base of 0.5, orange is 0.865, banana 0.29, and so on. And over here, I set up the formula as the peak price. So in the middle of the year, this is how much it's going to cost. In the winter, this is how much it's going to cost. So I'm going to drag that down. And from here, I'm going to change each function. Instead of typing this all down, I'm going to use my drag function, and I'm going to modify these. So instead of 0.5 as the base price, it's now 0.865. Look at that, it changed all my stuff again. Undo, and it'll just undo the auto fill of that. Because when I was editing that, Excel thought, I'm going to change all your data, because that makes sense. So moving on here, we can change all these functions, and we will get the current price for this time of year for all this fruit. This is something you could do with your pricing model in whatever spreadsheet you're working with. Say you're selling cars, or you're selling fruit, or you're selling some kind of seasonal item and you need to price it accordingly. You can use the quadratic function, and you can use the ISOWEEKNUM, and you can get this dynamically updating pricing model. Last things last, I'm going to format this as currency, and there we go. I can show this to a client, and I can say, hey, if you want to buy in the middle of winter, buy this, buy it this time. Or hey, if you want to spend all your money for some reason, buy in the middle of summer. That's when our prices are the highest. We don't have a lot of fruit at that time. Everyone has already bought it. And I can be like, hey, here's your price right now. It's either going to increase or decrease each and every week. So there you have it. I'm Josh here with Evergreen Tutorials, and we've gone over the ISOWEEK function, which is a function that takes in a date and returns the week number of the year. It accepts a date in whatever format it is in. It will still spit you out the same result. And we've gone over an example to how to use it in our pricing model. If you like this video, please subscribe. Also, if you have any questions at all, leave them in the comments below, and we'll be sure to get back to you. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.